I was going to say that I've been listening to Luna since before you were born, but then I realized that's not actually true. If our bass player was here, I've definitely been listening to Luna since before she was born. One thing about growing older that I've noticed on this past tour that we were on, that I keep meaning to tell you about, that you may experience if you reach my ripe old age, that somehow two things that shouldn't be simultaneously possible are possible, which is that my belly keeps getting bigger and my pants are falling down more. These two things should be mutually contradictory, but I don't know why they seem to go together. They say do what comes natural, just be the real me, follow your true you inside of your head. But if I did what comes natural, I'd just be a black hole. I'd never get dressed or even get out of bed. I don't want to cook food or have to go shopping for recipe options or make out a list. And if the sink pile's higher, it still wouldn't inspire me to wash out a wine glass or dry off a dish. And I hate to start drawing, it's so pointless and boring. Why devote so much effort for some second-rate art? So I force myself to it every time that I do it. I just go through the motions, though I'd rather not start. They say do what comes naturally, just be the natural me, follow your true you inside of your head. But if I did what comes natural, I'd just be an asshole. I'd be lonely and broke and probably better off dead. I don't want to walk out or go to museums, assemble a picnic, or think of a plan on a rainy or nice day, on a bus or a subway. Why would I want to, just because that I can? Or have to take towels and change into swimsuits, then have to go swimming, then have to get dry, and need to use sunscreen and work on a suntan. Even just to be lazy still demands that I try. They say do what comes naturally, just be the natural me, follow your true you inside of your head. But if I did what comes natural, I wouldn't do nothing. I'd stick my head in an oven if I'd obeyed what they said. Who wants to book concerts, or check in at airports, or write out a set list, or find where to park, or talk about money, or memorize lyrics, or drive when it's bright out, or drive when it's dark? And why be a nice guy? Why be responsive? Why be responsible to family or friends? And even if I did something, it's never just one thing. I'd have to do something else after the first something ends. They say do what you want to, just be the real you, follow the magnets inside of your soul. But what's inside of me is basically gravity, a meaningless cavity, a bottomless hole. Oh, the lazy sensations, easy gratifications, the corruption and gluttony, and sugar and fat. The me that I'd follow is just shallow and hollow. To just be a natural me would only be that. But if you act like an artist, then it makes you an artist. If you act like a sleazeball, then it makes you a sleaze. If you act like an athlete, then it makes you an athlete. But it's always a challenge, and it's never a breeze. If you act like you love me, then I guess that you love me. And if I act like a dad someday, then I'd be a dad. So I could say it was true, the things I made myself do. Cause the things that I did became the life that I had. I didn't want to be drawing, or writing, or singing, or working for money, or working for art, or being a nice guy, or having a lifestyle. Still nothing ever gets done if I don't force it to start. They say do what